All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome into today's edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle, and as always, we're going to be diving into the markets as Bitcoin has been super volatile on the daily. I mean, with the conditions in the macroeconomics, some of the earnings that are coming out, this is kind of shocking the market a bit. And with Bitcoin now kind of going back up into the green for the day, but having been as low as, in the 27s all the way up to 29,970. We'll talk about the volatility. We'll talk about why what we talked about on Monday is so important. Having a strategy and just DCAing and kicking back, having your watch list together. We'll go over my strategy in these times and some of the tokens I'm looking to buy up on this dip as well. So like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for shows here every single day on Crypto Banter and on In the Game as well. Shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game, starting with Bybit. So we have a trading competition going on with Bybit down below. If you want to hop in for all of your trading needs, sign up for a Bybit account down below. NordVPN, always use a VPN when you're navigating the blockchain. Never disclose your location. NordVPN down below. Vulcan Forge, one of the leading blockchain studios, metaverse as a service, and blockchains in the entire industry. 𝗏𝗏verse, which truly looks like the Grand Theft Auto of Web3 gaming. And last but not least, SIDUS HEROES, the leading AAA intergalactic experience in Web3 gaming. And also for those who want to come to Bitcoin Miami, down below there is a link and a promo code. So those first 20 people who use the promo code who are coming out to Miami for Bitcoin Miami, you'll actually get a seat at a dinner with all of the hosts. So me, Kyle, Sheldon, Miles, Ran, all of us are going to be down in Miami. You will be able to join us at an exclusive Banter fam dinner down below. The first 20 people who do buy tickets underneath the show. So that is in the description, promo code as well. Let's dive in to the markets as now we're starting to see a bounce. It's very volatile out there at this moment in time. With things going on in the economics. We had Tesla come out with earnings. We've seen a lot of things going on, but the one thing that maintains true is having that strategy. And this is where this example today, everyone was getting euphoric up to 30K. And now everyone was getting super bearish down to 27K, right? And freaking out, oh, I lost money. First and foremost, you didn't lose if you're methodically DCAing and if you aren't paper handing your bags whenever you're making these DCAs. First and foremost, you need to be able to see this throughout the market if you are having that strategy. We talked about this on Monday, and this tweet rings more true today because of the volatility that we have seen today. This is not pre-recorded. This is not pre-recorded. I see that in the chat. So this is a live show. We're talking about the markets at this moment in time. And honestly, if you look at what Elio said here, we said this on Monday, you can either try to catch the bottom and stress constantly at every pump and dump because you missed it or you think it's going lower, or you can methodically DCA and enjoy every single pump and dump because you're exposed and prepared to buy more. I always try to DCA my top bags whenever the market is going sideways and whenever the market is down. So you can be able to enjoy those, pumps whenever they do come, right? Portfolios looked great this morning, and now it's kind of back to where it was to start, to start the day or start, last night. So whenever you look at which option you want to take, I'm of the position of I'm going to build my portfolio long term, and I'm going to build my portfolio methodically as Elio laid out here. And last night I tweeted this. These are dude got called out. No, I wasn't calling him out. I'm just making sure everyone does know this is not a pre-record, and we are absolutely covering the market on the spot as we're seeing a very volatile action. What's DCA? So dollar cost averaging. You want a dollar cost average into these tokens, whether the market is going up or down at the short term. Getting those average buy prices. If you buy in on Bitcoin at 28 and it goes to 25, you can DCA at 25 and it brings your average buy price down. So that is what DCAing is. Some of the terms we use, some people are unfamiliar with. So understandable. Dollar cost averaging is what that means. So I tweeted this last night. And this is all all to do with basically Elio's tweet. And what we talk about over time is having a strategy. Just stick with your game plan. No matter what, don't let the market shake you out. I've been accumulating massive bags of Polygon, Avalanche, Altura, Vulcan Forge, Magic, But this isn't going to shake me out of those long-term positions because I know the valuations of those tokens are going to be massive in the next bull run. And I am of the certainty that I'm going to try to get every single one of my top projects under my bags because I have high conviction in those plays, right? So the next crypto gaming and next cycle crypto gaming and AI ascension bags, as I called them. Stuff like Altura, Magic, Ultra. We'll talk about some of these in the show today, but I basically gave an all-inclusive list here on my Twitter. If you want to go check that out. And at the bottom, I say, have a strategy, execute, and chill. Like, that's all you need to do. You don't need to stress. You do not need to stress over all of these volatile moves up and down and trying to time the market and, really just having to worry about where the charts are every given day. When you have your bags in place and you're allocating capital correctly, like, it's one thing to be over invested and having to watch the charts all day, but if you're only putting 10% of your income or whatever your strategy is, your capital situation, if you're putting 10% of your income in and you understand you have your living expenses covered, you have other investments covered, then you shouldn't even freak out whenever the market does what it's doing today. I'm Homer. Love it. Love it. Orion, thanks for the welcome to the Banter. Welcome to the Banter fam. We got some present people in the chat. Let's go ahead and dive in, guys. So Polygon made some news today with Layer 0. As we see here, Layer 0 is now live on 0x Polygon 𝗂𝗂𝗹 mainnet. The reason why this is big for specifically in the game followers is Layer 0 recently locked in 120 million in fresh funding for a gaming push. And Layer 0 is rumored to have massive airdrop potential in the future. So I would recommend interacting with their dApps. I know Miles has covered this in the past, but Layer 0 is probably going to be one of the bigger upcoming airdrops. So this is definitely noteworthy as we see Layer 0 partnering up with one of my most high conviction plays in Polygon. And not to mention, Polygon today, no matter what's happening with the markets, once again, despite the volatility that we see, you don't have to stress because these projects that you're averaging into over time, and especially on In the Game, we've been getting into Polygon for a long time. Franklin Templeton chose Polygon as the first EVM compatible chain to host the Franklin on-chain U.S. government money fund. The first U.S. mutual fund ran on the blockchain. Institution is all coming to Polygon. This is not a win for Polygon, but a win for the entire space. So, when you're looking at your top conviction plays, no matter what the market's doing, Polygon's building, Immutable's building, Avalanche is building. The products don't change. And that's why I have conviction to be able to DCA in these time periods with complete confidence that come the next cycle after the Bitcoin halving, we're going to be sitting very pretty with the bags we've accumulated. Immutable's taken a big hit today. I've always said under $1 is going to be where I target my first buy. I actually don't have any in my bags at the moment in time. I have not made that DCA yet because I do see a little bit of a steeper fall here, but we're down to 93 cents. If we get under 90 cents here on Immutable X, I'm going to probably make my first DCA into Immutable X, given the amount of games coming to the platform, their collaboration with Polygon. So I will keep you guys updated whenever I do make my DCA here. But I was confident this could fall lower. And if we go below 90 cents, it's going to be really, really hard for me not to take a nibble at Immutable X into my portfolio. Avalanche, I think, has made the biggest business development strides for the first 4 months of the year and onboarding so many people to their Layer 1 technology subnets where projects can run their own blockchains. And they honestly have the best looking blockchain game coming to their platform. And as we see here, people are at consensus in Texas right now playing Shrapnel. This is awesome to see. And just seeing the developments of this game. So not only does Avalanche have tons of businesses like Amazon, like Amazon, Tencent, TSM, Loco Legends coming to the blockchain, but also you have the best game in the space in Shrapnel at this moment in time. Think about how many users Avalanche could onboard with this game. So I think that is massive. I have to respond to this one. The pre-recorded comment was pre-recorded. Yeah. That's Inception right there. I don't even know how to respond to that one. That's a good one. Magic, like I said, if it falls below $1, I'll be definitely adding to my bags here as the #1 play underneath Arbitrum. We've seen Arbitrum very volatile over this time period. Let's just go to the overall watch list here. Let's see. Arbitrum back down to like $1.30. It got up to like $1.70 at one point. I think that in the full-blown bull market, Arbitrum is going to go absolutely crazy. But I think a leveraged play on Arbitrum is basically going to be Magic. And that's the top, that's the top gaming ecosystem underneath Arbitrum. And I'm really going to bet heavy on this market cap becoming a multi-billion-dollar market cap in a bull market. So Magic under $1 is my target. Mind blown. Yeah, the pre-recorded comment was pre-recorded. That blew my mind too. Richard says he's chilling, DCAing in nicely. Absolutely. Frog hands. Yeah, those Pepe hands. Yo, yo, yo. We are yo-yo-yoing. All right, the chat's in a good mood today. So this is a good thing. Usually we see too many people freaking out in this volatility, but I think what we've done well is position ourselves, like we said at the beginning of the show and what Elio said over this time period, with our bags. And, we're really just chilling and methodically DCAing into the market. By the time that next cycle comes, you're going to be strapped in and you're not going to be the one chasing after every single pump. You don't want to be in that position. And this is the time to take advantage of that. Compete is a hidden gem. Absolutely. Rand was right. Too much leverage needed flushing. I absolutely agree. DCA buying the dip. I like it. Let's move on. Vulcan Forge, I'm looking for that 330 level. I said it the other day, 330 is what I am looking at on Vulcan Forge. So I'll look to see if we can get this price. And the one altcoin that just seems invincible at this point in time is Altura. And Altura at this market cap still has legitimate 5 to 10x upside or more given the next cycle and given the next bull market. So this is one of my absolute top DCAs. And as I tweeted today, every market pump we've gotten, Altura climbs higher and higher. Higher lows are also important. Every low is getting higher. And on a small cap token in this volatile market, this is super important. Altura is bringing Web 2 game devs so much utility, integrating NFTs into their game with their Unity SDK. So they're on the Unity asset store. That is massive exposure. They just launched their Polygon ZK EVM seaport. As I said, bags are packed. And this is the power of DCAing, guys. I'm ready for that run. What about Altura? There you go. So I just went over that. And when you take a look at the watch list, with the climate going on in the market, some other ones I'm looking to potentially DCA into. After Gala V2 launches, I'll be looking at those tokenomics very closely to see if I want to average in to Gala. I think Wilder World is going to come out massively on top, and it's taken a 13% hit this week. So definitely a good dip to potentially buy up on Wilder World. We have SIDUFI going under $1.30 potentially. SIDUFI long-term is going to absolutely rock it, given the amount of people they're going to want those pre-sales and IGOs on the platform. Super's also down 13% this week. That could be a good dip to also scoop up into your portfolios. And as far as some low caps, I would be looking at potentially, obviously, Altura, WASDR. I think Jewel with DeFi Kingdoms is going to have a big run in the bull market. So those would be some ones I would also look into DCAing. And then shout out to our sponsor, Synverse. They're really making some strides. They just recently partnered up with DWF Labs, a leading Web3 investment firm, multi-million-dollar strategic partnership. Vera, very bullish on Veracity. What about Myria? I'll talk about Myria in just a second. Ask that question at the end on the Q&A and we'll get to it. And then Synverse also sold out their land sale. And at a $4 million market cap, it does have a lot of upside potential. Once this game does launch, I do see, this token valuation being very low. So we could see if the product comes out and it's quality and it truly is the Grand Theft Auto of the metaverse, this could have some pretty good upside potential as well. And then let's get into a little airdrop alpha. So this doesn't require DCAs. This doesn't require anything but attention and getting into the right places, right? So a couple of airdrops that I want you to look out for very closely. These are a little more under the radar, right? We know the layer zeros. We know the SUI. We know all these different airdrops that are going to be coming out over time. But GameSwift, which is just like Ultra, which we're going to talk about last on the show today, because I want to show their platform. And this is what we've been waiting for the Steam of crypto gaming. GameSwift is kind of like Ultra. It is a game launcher that's going to have hundreds of games onto their platform. The potential airdrop criteria for the GameSwift token, which they have officially hinted at, that this could be an airdrop qualifier. You will have to get in on their ground zero level 1 and level 2 NFTs. These are free. You just need to go to the GameSwift website and actually participate in the ground zero challenges. And you could qualify for the airdrop here for the GSwift token, which is another game launcher similar to Ultra, similar to Elixir. So this is one I'm looking forward to. SpartaDex today just partnered with Open Ocean Global. And this is massive. The leading DEX aggregator offering the best swap returns across 22 chains. This is going to be the DeFi kingdoms of the Arbitrum network. SpartaDex has hinted massively at an airdrop for the Sparta token. So if you are a Spartan NFT holder, we gave this alpha months ago at this point. It's up about 3x since the mint price. But if you are a Spartan NFT holder, you are probably going to qualify yourself for that potential airdrop that they have been hinting at. So this is another one. And then last, but certainly not least, we talked about this in the Avalanche section. Coming up May 1st, just 5 days from now, 5 days from now, we have the token airdrop snapshot for Shrapnel. So whenever you look at Shrapnel, AAA modular first-person shooter building on Avalanche, most anticipated game of 2022. And I mean, I think undoubtedly this is going to perform well long-term as far as a game goes. But if you want to qualify for the Shrap token, then I would definitely look at the operators here before the snapshot between the 1st and 3rd of May. So those are the 3 big airdrop alphas, I would say, within the crypto gaming space that we are seeing playing out at this moment in time. And then I also want to show the Ultra platform quickly. So Ultra has ended up being a little bit of a buy the rumor, sell the news, as we predicted. They announced the launch date here, April 25th. It pumps all the way up to almost 40 cents, 39.5 cents. And it's now since come down, quite a bit at the 29-cent level. I think long-term Ultra is going to be a massive winner in the bull run. But just yesterday on the 25th, the wait is finally over and Ultra Games has launched. So what we're going to do, I'm going to change the tab that I am sharing, and we are going to pull up the Ultra Games platform. Let's see here. Share, window, Ultra Games, boom. All right. So here's the Ultra Games platform. We have been waiting for the Steam of crypto gaming for quite a while. If you watch In the Game, I've been super stoked about Ultra since 2021. I mean, since pre-bull run 2021, I've been very, very bullish, and I've been holding onto Ultra because I think that distribution is going to trump all, right? Blockchains, infrastructure, and distribution. Those are the 3 that I'm really looking at to take the stranglehold over the industry, because I would love to have an early investment opportunity on something like Steam, Epic Games, Activision, all these big conglomerates in the Web3 or in the Web 2 space. This is what I am looking at in the Web 3 space as very clean platform. So many games, Web 2 and Web 3 here to choose from. You have The Walking Dead, Mars 4, Black Sad, which is a big game, Cross the Ages, which we've talked about here before. You have Undead Blocks. So you click into the games, and a lot of these games you can just download straight away and you can hop in. And this is, oh, there you go. It just logged me out whenever I clicked on it. But so that's Ultra Games platform. And, I think it is really smooth. You click on the games, you're able to hop right in and you're able to get in the action immediately without really having to go anywhere else. So they are really moving forward, and the Ultra Games client is live. You can hop in absolutely free. There's no requirements. You don't have to hold the token. You don't have to hold any NFTs. I would definitely go check out Ultra Games if you're into Web3 gaming. And, this is a big monument in the space. These big launchers, like the Steams of crypto gaming launching, I think it's something to definitely keep your eye on, especially in the next bull market. Ultra is going to perform super, super well. Let's take a couple chat questions on you guys' favorite altcoins. Doing great, Hustle. Keep it up, brother. Thank you so much. We try to bring it every single day. Chain Guardians. Chain Guardians. I'm not too bullish on Chain Guardians at the moment. I think last cycle it did well. I don't know if it's going to hold up too well against like the Gods Unchained, the Splinterlands of the space. I would bet on Gods Unchained above Chain Guardians personally. Phantasma is definitely going to make it to the other side. I know the team is relentlessly building in the background. A few more public updates, and it would probably give people more conviction. But in general, I do speak with the team, and I know they are still building. Definitely a high-quality low cap. All right, 𝗲𝗂𝗧, thank you for bringing that back up. My only concern with 𝗲𝗂𝗧 is the tokenomics a bit. Low circulating supply, which has pumponomics behind it, right? There's only 7 mil circulating market cap, but 176 million fully diluted market cap. I don't like that. And honestly, with 33% of the tokens going towards node distribution, and the nodes were $4,500 or more, a lot of people are going to be selling 𝗲𝗂𝗧 to get their ROI. Now, that's just honest because I'm also a node owner, and I'm seeing it from other node owners who want to ROI out of their node before they let it sit and before they let it run. So honestly, I think there's going to be a lot of sell pressure, especially in a down market. People are going to be getting rid of their 𝗲𝗂𝗧 from their nodes because it's just free at that point, right? So, and they want to get that $4,500 back. So that's my only hesitation. Now, if we go into a full-blown bull, 𝗲𝗂𝗧 is going to perform like crazy because of the low circulating supply. MetaHero looks good, but I think the metaverse narrative needs to come back. 𝗙𝗚𝗋𝗋𝗚, bro, around buy levels. I would hold off on 𝗚𝗚𝗋𝗋𝗚 for a bit. I think if we go a little lower, you can maybe start nibbling at some DCAs. And I think in the bull market, it's going to do well. In this time period, it's not where I'm looking to, DCA into individual games. 𝗵𝗵. What's your ultimate alpha, bro? Ultimate alpha would be this tweet. This is an all-inclusive list, basically, of every single token that I'm looking to get into throughout this bear market and be able to DCA. So if you want the ultimate alpha, this is the ultimate alpha. I put this out here on my Twitter. It's got 60,000 views. Yeah, on my phone, it said it had 60,000. I don't know why the desktop probably is expired. That's why. Yeah, 72,000 views on this tweet. I put it out there for everyone to see. This is basically the watch list right here. I would go take a look at this if you're looking at a master DCA list. Becker likes this also. Yeah, I haven't heard what Becker's bullish on in a while. Bybit's requiring verification. Any suggestions on which DEX to trade? That's a question for Sheldon or Kyle or Ran more so, I would assume. Yeah, I would ask those guys. I unfortunately can't really use Bybit. I can't really, yeah, it's unfortunate, but I haven't been able to use Bybit. What's my Twitter? 0x_Hustlepedia. Altura, super bullish. It's my #1 low cap. We talked about it earlier in the show. Bonk Inu. Someone always has to ask about Bonk Inu. I can't say that I know what Bonk Inu is, and yeah, I'm not gonna comment. Render is going to perform super well. That's the one token someone replied render. Let's see. I remember somebody replied render. So many comments on here with people shilling their favorite token, but I said that's the one that I forgot. I think render deserves to be on the list, and in the metaverse, decentralized rendering, computing capacity space, I think it's going to do really well. Pulse Chain probably is going to do super well. Not in my niche, and I'm not too involved, unfortunately, but I think Pulse Chain is going to perform well. WOSDR is probably my second favorite low cap token out there at this moment in time. Social platform for gamers. I think it's going to perform awesome. And the guys over at WOSDR, Thomas and the team, are relentlessly building in the background. 𝗔𝗓𝗃. I'm gonna have to take a look at 𝗔𝗓𝗃. I see comments on it every single day, so I'll get my research in on that one and ask me on the next show, and I'll absolutely take a look at it. Short on AVAX, thoughts? Maybe in the short term. Obviously, in the long term, it's going to perform really well. But honestly, I'm more of a spot accumulator than a trader in the crypto markets. But yeah, maybe in the short term, it could play out. Theta, Twitch of crypto gaming. I think it's going to do awesome in the bull run, especially. And anything under $1 has proven over time to be a pretty good level on Theta. I think it's under $1 right now. If we go to, I'll go to my watch list quickly. I'm pretty sure it's under $1 at this moment in time. Yeah, it certainly is, 98 cents. Under $1 has always proven to be a good buy for Theta. What's up with the IMX burning tokens every day? They're trying to balance out the tokenomics. So they're really doing as much as they can to offset these token unlocks. So let me go to tokenunlocks.app. I would also pocket this website if I was you guys. Site can't be reached. Oh, no. Okay. Well, it's tokenunlocks.app typically. And this is where you can track massive token unlocks from some of the biggest platforms. So if you want to track whenever big unlocks come, they're trying to offset the massive amount of investor tokens that are hitting the market. So that's why they're trying to burn tokens to try and keep it stable and keep the tokenomics above water. Sol, as mentioned, I'm really bullish on Phantasma, especially in the next run. They're building a lot in the background. It's going to be exciting to see. Qubit the game looks awesome. I used to be an investor. I think if the bull run was to come back around, it could creep its way back into my scopes. All right, guys, we're almost 30 minutes and I've answered a lot of questions as well. Like the video down below if you enjoyed. Okay, last one. 𝗏𝗡𝗏 versus WilderWorld. By far, WilderWorld. If you saw the drama with 𝗏𝗏, I don't want to talk about it here. There was some big drama with the last founder, CEO, etc. But WilderWorld, Frank and those guys are building an awesome game, an awesome product. It really looks like the best metaverse out there, in my opinion. And yeah, I would go with WilderWorld for sure. Guys, I just commented on Sol. I've commented on Sol 3 times now. Altura pumping, or is it pumping? Let's see. I mean, yeah, decently. We're hovering around that 3.5, 4 cent level, and we could be, you know, at this market cap, guys. There's so much growth potential here. Definitely my 𝗏1 low cap. All right, I'm getting out of here. SHIB versus Matic. Oh no! If those are your two, oh no. Matic and product, SHIB for Pumponomics. If you want my honest answer. All right, guys, like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more in the game and all of our host shows across charting, fundamentals, DeFi, everything you could imagine underneath the cryptocurrency industry. You can get it here on Crypto Banter, and we will see you here on the next time. WilderWorld has no product. Well, it might not be playable yet, but I can guarantee you they have a product. Go look at their Twitter. Go look at the developments. Go look at the gameplay. It does speak for itself. And knowing Frank and the team, their product's going to really, really be a heavy hitter. So buy or sell? All right, last question I'm answering. So buy or sell? Here's my advice. I have preached this over the time periods of the dips and the pumps. Just DCA. If you get a good opening, if you get a good price on a product that you like, then buy, add it to your portfolio, stack your chips, because come the next bull market, the valuations you're seeing in the market right now are going to be peanuts. We've seen, for all intents and lack of a better word, shit coins go to multi-10 billion plus market caps. And if you think that Polygons and the Avalanches of the world aren't going to reach those levels of, you know, overinflated market caps again, which they probably will in the next bull market, you're going to have a lot of gains to take advantage of there. So in my opinion, it depends on your bags. If you've missed a couple of altcoins and they've retraced, I would absolutely start buying DCA into the market. You'd rather be a part of the market. And that way, like Elio says here, every pump and dump, you're exposed and you're prepared to buy more whenever there is a dump. So honestly, find those altcoins that you think are undervalued in DCA. That's my best advice, because no one's going to time the market perfectly every time. And you want to be on the right side of this. So just literally DCA into your favorite projects whenever they get cheap. And I think you're going to come out on top long term. So guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel down below, and I will see you guys on the next show. As always, play well, my friends.